is gonna be the first video for the tutorial series. I'll be showing you guys how I built the Multi Combi Rig. Pretty much all it entails is a stiff boom section with a subtle braid, and then all you do is it's pretty much used for bottom baits and wafters. Nothing, I've never fished it with a pop-up. I know some people that do. I don't know if they've had a lot of results on it. But yeah, what I like about it also is the ability to change the hook really quickly, because it is a slip section. You can just change the hook and switch on a new hook quickly, and then you're out fishing again. So that's what I really like about it. But yeah, enjoy. Cheers. Okay, so just gonna walk you guys through what you need to build the rig. So starting off with tools, you're gonna need a latch. Now you don't specifically need a latch baiting needle, but I prefer a latch needle. You're gonna need a scissor, any scissors pretty much, and then two hook rig pulling tools, just to test your knot strength and just pull it tight so that you can make sure your knots won't slip when you do hook a fish. So yeah, that's that. And then moving on to terminal tackle stuff, we'll start from the left to the right. So you have hooks. So I like to use a curved shank, also a wide gape. Yeah, it works on the rig. I know some people that use a whole bunch of other hook shapes, so you're welcome to play around with it, try it out. But yeah, this is my preference. I like using a size 4. As you can see, size 4, size 4. It's just my favorite size. It's an all-round good hook. It's not too big, it's not too small. Moving on to the line, or the rig material pretty much. So I like to use your like a very stiff boom. I opted to go with the Fox Rigidity chod filament. It's very stiff, which is what I like. It will kick your rig away from the lead. And then for the braided section, I'm using a semi-stiff coated from Signet. It's a 20-pound braid. And then what I will do is I'll strip this plastic material away, and then it will be a very soft, subtle material. So that's what I'm going to be using. And then I'll be using some tungsten rig putty. That will just help with the hook mechanics, and then also covering the knot. And then I will be using, if you can see here, a kicker. It helps with the hooking mechanics. It makes the hook a bit, or the rig, more aggressive. So that's what I like. I think it's a large kicker, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'll be using a small ring swivel, just to mount my bait onto. So yeah, let's get started. Firstly, we're gonna start off with our boom. I like to do, let's just do this. I like to do 28, 29 centimeters of your boom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a kink there. Just gonna cut it. Once we have our fluorocarbon, cool. Now we're gonna just do our braided section. So what we're gonna do is, I like to do 17 centimeters. So that length. All I'm gonna do is at that point where it is, I just wanna, before I cut it, because I don't have a stripping tool, I like to pinch the line in my scissor and then just pull there, and then it should remove the plastic coating from the line, as you can see there. So pretty much now the line is very soft and subtle. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut it at that section over there. So boom. This is not very sharp, but it's cool. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna fold the line on itself, as you can see there. And then we're gonna measure about 3 centimeters. So as you can see, 3 centimeters is there. We're just gonna make a little bit of a kink there. So once we have that, we're going to take our fluorocarbon and then we're just gonna fold. So I'll show you this side. We're gonna just take it, fold a kink where we wanna put it, where we're gonna make the knot or the connection. So you fold a kink there, it makes that. So then pretty much all you're going to do is you're going to take this line, put it through there, and then catch it over there. So that's pretty much what it's gonna look like. And then you're gonna keep the loop section up, and then all you're going to do is you're going to take your line and go around 4 times the whole line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. And then once you get to that point, you're going to put the line through the way you put the original loop through. So pretty much, if I look at it on this side, it's from the top down, if you can see there. I'm going to do the same. So line from the top down. So like that. It is a bit finicky to get right, but once you try and play around with it, it should work. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pinch both of the 2 sections that you put through, and then just pull it towards the loop. So pretty much like that. So this knot is a bit difficult to tie with this material. So what I like to do is I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. So once that's cut over there, all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this section down away, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lighter, if it can light, please. You're going to make a flame, and then all you're going to do is just blob it. So pretty much just make a blob over there, just so that when you pull this tight, it doesn't slip through, because there's a high chance it's probably going to slip through. So yeah, do that. And then what I like to do is also do the same thing with the fluorocarbon or your boom section, whatever you're using. So pretty much like that. Light your fire. Okay, it's gonna make a little bit of a blob there, and then all you're going to do is, what I like to do is take this section. I like to make my rigs exactly 29 centimeters, or if no, I like to 25 centimeters. So like that. And then all you're going to do on the other section is you're going to take your material like this. You're just gonna make a overhand knot or a granny knot, pretty much. It's just a bit difficult with this stuff. So pretty much over, under, and through. And then I'm just gonna use my needle to help me. So boom, and then pops your ankle. Obviously the knot's not completely through yet. And this is where this comes in hand, where you're going to take your hook puller, hook it there, and then you're gonna do the same in the loop that's here in your combi section, or your subtle braid. And then all you're going to do is just pull. You're just going to pull tight until pretty much everything is tight. So just gonna pull, keep pulling. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of force. It's tight, man. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like when you're done. As you can see, it's a very stiff section. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's your rig, or your rig section done. I just forgot to take out, to put a, just forgot to take out a, what's this, a kicker. So I'm just gonna, or not a kicker, anti-tangle sleeve. So I'm just gonna take one out quickly. Right. So all you're going to do is, once you're at this point, you're going to take a kicker. I'll use the pink one for visual purposes, it's better. You can take your kicker. You're going to take your kicker on your needle, and you're just going to do that, and do that, and then once you're at that point, you're going to take a hook, okay, take a hook, and then all you're going to do is, so this is the important part, you need to make sure your line or your loop goes from the inside out, not the outside in, because if it goes like that, it's not going to work. It's not gonna, the hooking potential is not gonna work. So you rather want to do it from the inside out to give it that aggressive hooking potential. So it's gonna go from the inside outwards, and then from there you're just going to add your micro ring swivel, and then you're going to loop it over. So your hook is gonna go through that braided section, the center of it, and then over, and then pretty much pull that, and then slip your kicker over. And then what I like to do with this rig is I like to fish it just across the barb. If you can see, there's a barb there. Just the swivel must be just across it, and then yeah, that's pretty much your hook section. All you're going to do now is take your anti-tangle sleeve, loop it, put it onto your baiting needle. First, let's neaten up this. Take this line here, cut it off, and then from there we can put on our anti-tangle sleeve, which is gonna help us when casting to kick the rig away from the lead. And yeah, that's pretty much your rig. The only addition now that I would do, or that I usually do, is I take some putty, take this out, and yeah, let's take some putty over there, a nice little blob. You could do more or less, it's up to you, preference wise. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how your rig is gonna look. Yeah, you see, when the reason why we put the putty is if I pick this up, you see how it immediately turns the point, it weighs the point down, so it will be more aggressive with catching hold in the fish's mouth. So yeah, and then as you can see, that movement, when we added that braided section, it adds that movement to the rig with still keeping the boom section of kicking it away from the lead. So the rig has a lot of resetting capabilities. So yeah, cool.